yeah, we can get started now. And I think, Vera, if you want to say something, we also factor in some time for you guys before starting.
So much, Java. Thank you so much, Nikhil, Boris, the whole team of Exponential Science and the UCL Research Lab. It's a great pleasure to be here for the second time. We're doing these research lab visits in many different countries in Ukraine universities. But we're particularly keen on all of you, the PhD students of Java University. So thank you once again for having the opportunity and for giving us the chance to have updates and to hear from you while you're hopefully also contributing positively to the development of the research. I think that we already know who we are and about each other, but for those who probably follow the webinar online, I will just very briefly go over the main objective of XRPL Commons, who we are, and highlight certain activities which I think could be very useful for the community that we are internally organizing and creating opportunities for different members in the ecosystem. And this is precisely our main objective. XRPL Commons is a non-profit organization that's based in Paris. We are a team of around 20 enthusiasts that work in different domains in order to create conditions for developers, entrepreneurs, researchers, and builders to thrive with the XRPL ecosystem. We do this job around 5 major pillars: learn, build, launch, adopt, and engage. I'm very happy to represent the learn pillar and all the different activities that come with it. Before I present more in detail the education department, I would like also to point out that we have quite a strong technical team internally where we develop applications based on the XRP ledger, where we provide technical assistance. We work closely with the XRP application. We try to support as much as we can the builders and to create different tools that could be useful for the overall development of the proposal. Our launch pillar is one of our highlights as well. Some of you present online have been part of our aquarium residency. That's a 3-month program, where we host actual individuals from around the world and founders, people who already built on the XRP ledger and want to drive to a next level of development of their projects. We host them, we equip them with all necessary resources, both human and financial, in order to prepare themselves to pitch in front of the VC, to apply for an accelerator, to get further funding. And each of these cohorts actually focuses on different key emerging real-world blockchain applications. As you can see, until now, we've covered different topics which were, on first sight, not very related directly to blockchain, like regeneration, intellectual property, centralized identity. And this is precisely because we really want to increase the applications of this technology and show the full potential with which we can actually all strive to create a greater social impact. The current one is cohort 8. It's around the topic of social impact. And as of next April, actually, the applications are already open. If any the people who are listening to us want to apply, there will be no precise topic. This time we'll try something else. We'll see, based on the interest of the community and on what they build, actually, what is the next trend that they would like to see and the next area around which they would like to apply. But for everyone who is interested and has time to invest fully their potential in developing a new product, we're very happy to welcome them. Our adoption department, led by Odelia, who will join us later, really focuses on public and private institution application of the technology, and we create different tailored support and materials and resources so that different public and private institutions can can use the technology in the best and appropriate way, and she's very much working on AI, agentic web, DeFi topics, and I'm sure she can be quite useful for the presentations that will follow. And our engaged department, Joe is present here, thanks to whom we're creating and doing all these different community activities. So tonight you'll be able to assist our meetup in London. We do this in different cities across Europe. You'll receive the community magazine, also in paper, but it exists also online. You can see here some beautiful covers around the topics that were presented during the cohort. Foreshadowing different members of the ecosystem who contributed to one way or another. And again, our major ambition is to create bridges, to create bonds, to create formal and informal opportunities for the members of the ecosystem to be able to exchange, not to feel isolated, to create different partnerships and collaborate more large. So what do we do? Very briefly, within the education department, we focus on three major axes. The first one is very much turned towards the professors and the educators themselves. We really aim to train the trainers so that they can include this educational context into the existing academic curriculum. Our major challenge here is to democratize the knowledge around blockchain education, because we do realize that there's still a lot of work to be done in that manner, and we don't do that by ourselves. We were part of an European initiative to create standards around blockchain education, which was the CHASE project, and right now we're members of that, which is a continuation of this project on a European level. Then on the other end of the spectrum, we work with the students, because very often students are more advanced than their professors. They are far ahead in their desire to build and use the technology. And I'm happy to see that there is a very strong developer community across Europe, and that there are some very challenging projects that comes out of hackathon, workshops, career fairs, and this is precisely where we want to support them and provide them with educational and pedagogical tools, so that the hackathon is not the end of the game, but it's just part of a learning journey. And from the training that we organize at our headquarters, they can move to the hackathon, they can win it with this project, they can go to the aquarium, and there is a certain continuation of their learning experience and their journey as a developer within this ecosystem. And last but not least, in the middle of that, of course, is the research component. We are members of the University Blockchain Research Initiative that it has been funded by REPO. So we're very happy to collaborate with all these 55 different members, and some very fruitful collaborations have been already part of that. We do XRPL insights and workshops at our headquarters. The last one was on cryptography, where we put professors from Hitters from Trinity College, for instance, Professor Sal from University of Trento, and French professor who have never met, working on the same subject, created a great workshop that will probably end up in a presentation afterwards. And we are happy also that this September we welcomed Matisse, so that we could not only facilitate but create research also internally in a collaboration with the French University of Lyon. We applied for a French state program to subsidize his PhD for the next 2 years, and he will work on interoperability. Part of during the first year, part of his work he will present a little bit later. I'm not going to spoil on that, Matisse, but a lot of interesting things ahead on that note. And yeah, our stakeholders and partners are, as I said, universities, different students, professors, so around the academic field. And here I just want to point out that if you are a PhD student, if you're already teaching, if you would like to contribute to the academic XRPL academic pool and to all these pedagogical tools that we do create internally, but also that you create in your respective institutions. We created this internal tool that's called Wasis, where I centralize these resources and I try to make life easier for the professors in the sense that we can all get inspired because all the content that we create is open source and really counts a lot on value. Two initiatives which I want to point out. One coming up over the summer for the second edition of Core Dev Bootcamp. So this is a 2 weeks intensive training for C++ developers. So a very advanced technical training that we host and we support fully also for the participants. Last year, we welcomed 17 people from 8 different nationalities. We collaborated with Dennis HO to create the curriculum, and at the end, every one of them was able to create new amendments and contribute like this, which is quite a rare skill, I would say. And so we decided also to put all this content online, so you can see it on our webpage and in a GitHub mode, module by module, if you want to follow and prepare for the next edition, which will be in July. That's us last July. It was fun. And the second highlight where I want to openly invite all of you to collaborate is a blockchain research summit, which will take place in June. Where I just wanted to create more opportunities for the European researchers to meet, because Uber Connect is our annual meeting that will take place this year in New York. That's not to subsidize this meeting; it's just an additional opportunity to exchange and collaborate. And I'll be very happy to see a lot of you there. And the idea will be to mix builders, researchers, and regulators on around the same panel discussion in workshops, and also to highlight PhD students who just graduated and have the latest editions on that as well. So it's going to be an event full of interesting insights, and in order to keep the impact for longer time, I also want to create the publication opportunity as an issue of it. So why not creating a summit manual, an open access summit manual where different members of the participants could contribute with their presentations and communications, so that we can have something to read until the next one, or until you reconnect at least. And last but not least, I just wanted also to point out that we had our first impact report out a month ago. It's an extremely interesting read, I think, also that we edited. And inside you can see a lot of the different activities that we did in education, sustainability, across the globe, not only. So if you are a developer, come hack with us on our next big event in Lausanne, the XRPL University. There will be a 2-day hackathon where the XRPL will have your own track sponsored by XRPL Commons. And you'll be able to follow a technical workshop and then compete for the full prize. The Aquarium Dev Day will happen on March 24th in Paris. You're also all invited to come and listen to the pitches of the current residents around social impact. It's a very dynamic Dev Day where they have 90 seconds to pitch, and then we have to there is a jury. They are judged by the audience, by the jury, and it replicates very realistic situation of a founder in front of a VC, where in 90 seconds you need to convince them to fund it. We'll have the XRPL Zone Paris as a side event before Paris Blockchain Week, also at our headquarters around the topic of DeFi. So keep posted about this and register online around. And if any of you wants to be part of Paris Blockchain in general, this year the event will take different events are the big for the 16th of April. There are opportunities for us to offer some tickets for developers. Just let us know, and we'll be very happy to welcome you there. So, unless there are any other questions, I would like to stop here and give the opportunity to all of you that were research. Where do you want to? And very
Thank you very much.